Red.
The time frame in regards to getting ready, it's just there is no time, and it's for to prepare for a game against Derry City in Derry. You would need to be preparing like everybody else in 2 months in advance, but we don't have that time. But we're going to try our best to do the best we can in the preparation this week. Just delighted to be here. It's a club that I've always respected and liked coming to, and even in my days when I played for Derry City, Cork City was a wonderful place to come to, and my enjoyment last year with the club, although it was difficult times, the players and the people I really did enjoy, and I'm delighted to be here.
Yeah, given what's gone on with Cork football recently, Tommy, many people wouldn't have been too keen on coming down here and getting involved. I know the Forest Board of Management were eager to have you involved, but why did you decide to take the job?
Well, for that reason, exactly. I always felt that if I left Cork now, it would have been maybe too soon, because it is, with all the difficulties, it is going to be a tough station, and it's going to be a tough job. But there's always that in the background. Cork City is a big club, and I just wanted a challenge, and I'm just looking forward to it, and that's why the main reason why I came down.
Yeah, no, I think what everyone wants to know at the moment, Tommy, is what kind of squad you're working with. Can you give us an idea of what players have signed or what players will sign over the coming days?
It's, to tell you the truth, it's extremely tight. It's the squad of players that we're dealing with at the moment. Without going into any real names and details, we'd be nearly finding it hard to field a team next Friday. But we will. By that time, we will. It's such a come down for everybody. It's we're back to really reality. The budget that's there for players, and it's a first division budget, and you know, a mid-team first division budget, and our players that, although you're offering a contract, it's nothing like what they would have been used to as Premier Division players, and I think one or two, or even more than one or two, are just coming to the terms of the fact that it's not what it used to be, and they have to get their head around that. And I'm just working now to try and get as many senior players as I can on board. We've lost a couple. Davin O'Neill has gone to Waterford. Faz Kusadovich went to Dundalk. There's one or two other players who are on trial in England. Actually, Shane Duggan was being tapped or being approached by a couple of League Two clubs. So it's a real battle to keep the squad members there. But we're working hard, and we're trying to persuade them that there's a bright future for this club now, and it's come out of that dark place that it was in. And although it's the bottom level at the moment, it will progress and it will get better, and we've got to try paint that picture for them.
Yeah, I'm sure one player who the fans will want to know about, Tommy, is George O'Callaghan. He had been appointed captain by Roddy Collins under the previous regime. George told us during the week that he would like to be involved this season if the offer was good enough. And Tommy, can you tell us if George is keen to sign up?
I'm at the moment. I'm just talking to George at the minute. I hope that he stays and gets committed to it. But again, the financial side of things, George, with a young baby, and he's looking to get some place to live and that. So it is, because it's so tight, we're still in negotiations, and hopefully he'll stay and he'll commit to the club, because he could be a good inspirational figure for other people and other young players. And George playing well can give you something that maybe other players wouldn't be able to. So there's no definites on him yet, but we're going to be trying our best to keep him.
Yeah, and you'll need to put together a backroom staff as well, obviously, Tommy. Have you had the chance yet to appoint an assistant manager?
Well, obviously through the constraints with the budget, I've tied in a player as my assistant, and I've brought Greg O'Halloran in as my assistant. He offers a wealth of experience both in the league, and he did play in England and that, and I think he'd be a vital part for this club in the near future, as in getting the stability right and being able to give information and give experience and different things to younger players. So I decided to go with Greg on that, and he's been a man that's been around the club on numerous occasions, and he's an individual that is well involved in the Munster Senior League as well with Crosshaven. So he'll help us out there, you know. So that's why I've brought him in, you know.
Yeah, no, you've got a friendly against Crosshaven tomorrow, Tommy. It's Derry then on Friday evening. You're obviously working under mainly a part-time setup. So what's the plan for the week in terms of training?
Well, it's the way we're still sort of trying to set out times of what time we can train at, because most of the boys are not working, and so we might be able to train during the day. And I think the players have been good enough to say that, well, for the next couple of weeks, we'll try and do as much as we can, training-wise, to get up to a level and get up to, an organisation that we need time to do that, so that we can get an organised team on the pitch. So hopefully we'll be able to do at least 3 to 4 times over the next couple of weeks, but it probably won't be at that level for the whole season because of it being a part-time situation.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, Tommy, it's Derry City, your first game coming up on Friday evening. Probably the hardest possible start you could have asked for up at the Brandywell. Looking at the Derry squad, it's still a very, very strong squad. It's a tough start, isn't it?
Oh, it's the toughest start you could have had. Derry City are probably the favourites to go back into the Premier Division. They've had plenty of time to prepare. I spoke to Liam Buckley of Sporting Fingal, and they went up and played them, and they said they were a half-decent outfit, and they've kept a lot of their players and brought some young players that were on the fringes in, and they've worked extremely hard over the last maybe month or two, and they've got themselves ready where we would have liked them to be, and they are at the moment. So we're under no illusion. Going to the Brandywell is going to be a tough ask, especially under the circumstances. But we'll go up and we'll give 100%, and we hope that it won't affect the younger players, the baptism of fire that they're going to receive there, you know. Because at the end of it all, Cork City v Derry City, it's probably one of the biggest league fixtures in the country, whether it be Premier Division or First Division. So I'd expect to be a big crowd there, but we'll be going up and we'll prepare as best we can this week, and we'll give it all we can, and that's all we can do.
Yeah, now Tommy, you worked as assistant manager, as we know, to Paul Doolin here last year. The fans weren't really taken by the style of football the team employed then. What can we expect to see from your Cork City team?
Well, I know the fans probably didn't like the style that he played, but it was, I have to, in his defence, that the team was extremely well organised. We did, on a lot of occasions, play really good football, and it was played for a reason and to get results. Now we'll try. At the moment, it's very hard to say what type of football, or what would I say, tactically wise, what type of football we'll play. We'll play a style that will try and help us get results of some sort in the near future, and that's not to say that we won't change after a period of time when we settle down. So we're looking straight away to try get some organisation into the team and try, if we can, pick up some results and a bit of confidence. But we will try to entertain and attack and play, and we want to play. But circumstances might dictate to us that we won't be able to for a couple of weeks. But after that, when we settle down, we definitely will try to play attack and open football if we can, and give the supporters something to look forward to every time they come into the ground. But I can't promise them that in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, and it's hard as well, Tommy, at this early stage to predict how the season will pan out. But how confident are you that the team can compete in the First Division